Having fun this morning, Becky
Yes, we
Joe.
are.
And now we're live on Instagram too. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, YouTube. It's Friday Morning Live, Hicks Brunson Eyewear Studios here in Utica Square, the heart of Midtown Tulsa. And we've got some, let me get my notes. All right. Let me put my glasses on.
Glasses on, now you can read.
All right, yeah. So here's what we got on the docket for you guys today on our live. We've got Aviators and Navigators. We haven't talked about those in a while. Last week's live, we talked about Wayfarers.
Wayfarers.
Yeah,
yes.
And we talked about alternatives to the Ray-Ban Wayfarer. And if you want some different brands that are Wayfarers that are not Ray-Ban, we got lots of alternatives in the last live stream that we did. Today we're talking about Navigators and Aviators. Aviators, the beautiful Anna Corinne Carlson Aviators they're some of the most beautiful artistically made aviators in the world. So we're talking about that up front. Then we're going to get to some Tom Davies pieces because we've got a special trunk show coming up with Tom Davies 1 week from today.
Yes.
Yep.
March 7th, right here, 10 to 6.
March 7th, if you're local, come by the store here at Hicks Brunson Eyewear in Utica Square. We're doing a big Tom Davies trunk show. And even if you're not local, if you want to see some of the new releases, reach out to us. We've got some specials on those on that day. And spring is coming up,
yes,
Becky Joe.
It is, because the sun is out, it's warming up. It's supposed to be 81 degrees today here in Tulsa.
Yes, so we got to think about our outdoor active eyewear. And we're
Yes.
going to share with you some of our favorite sports eyewear, whether you're cyclist, runner, tennis player, walker, hiker, or you just get outside more in the warmer weather. We're going to show some of our favorite glasses for those outdoor activities. And also the results are in. You all voted on our Instagram page for Becky Joe's next pair of glasses. And we're going to reveal the results at the end of the stream. If you don't follow us on Instagram, thank you for following us on Instagram and voting in our poll to pick Becky Joe's next look. If you don't follow us on Instagram, we hope you'll join us over on Instagram, and then you can vote in the next poll that we've got like that. So let's get into it. What have you got up front for the Aviators look?
So this is Anna Corinne Carlson. I absolutely love an oversized aviator. So this tint is almost too dark for an indoor because you can see my eye, but it's not like, oh, there she is. But you can take an aviator like this that's oversized. You can throw a light indoor tint with it. You can pair it with transitions, and then this baby can be worn all day long from sunup to sundown. But the detail work that is in this is absolutely gorgeous. For those of you that like a little claw action, here you go. The Anna Corinne Aviator.
Also comes in gold. So look at this. And it's not all gold. I mean, it's a nice shiny gold.
Yeah, it's a nice shiny gold, but there's some silver accents.
Yeah, you've got the silver claws, and you've got the silver, little bit of silver pieces all the way down the leg. So yeah, you're making me laugh. Who likes claw action? Like who doesn't like claw action, right? Like claw action, right?
I couldn't resist.
You got all kinds of claw action. And we didn't talk about Anna Corinne. These pieces are Japanese titanium.
Japanese titanium, 18 karat gold plating. They are numbered. So Daniel, what's the number on that one? Can you read it?
Yeah, this is.
It's usually in the center of the temple.
Yeah, where did it go? There it is. This is edition 4, number 43 of only 50 that are made in this colorway. And this is the beautiful Claw Voyage, which has a thick, probably 4 millimeter thick eye wire. And it has lots of coining, what appears to be coining work, but that's actually the Anna Corinne Carlson kind of 3-letter initial logo, AKK, that runs all the way around. These are beautiful pieces, guys. Beautiful.
So we've talked about some aviators by Anna Corinne, but now we're going to talk about Le Chap. This is a phenomenal navigator. And first I'm going to show you the white gold version of it right here. This is fantastic. Men or women, either one can wear this. Thanks for joining in the live this morning. But this right here is spectacular. Then they made it in black. So if silver or gold is not your jam, this little precious baby right here in beautiful shiny black with the coining work all the way around the rim. The light's gonna catch that even on the black. This is probably one of my favorite colorways that this frame comes in. They did add a little pop of gold right back here at the end of the temple, but this is spectacular.
Yeah, and I've got to share my own personal Anna Karin LeChap frame. So I have this one for myself in the silver colorway, and I did this one with a clear, with an indoor tint. I need a white sheet or a white bag, one of our bags maybe.
I'll grab a bag.
But I did a really like nice indoor tint on this one. So it's like it's a color we call Sea Glass to Blush. And what it does, I can show you all better with this white paper. So you can see there's the Sea Glass to Blush colorway. This is a very subtle indoor tint. We're talking about 25%, just a hint of indoor tint, just shy of a category 1, which means you can see it if I lay it flat on white paper, but you cannot see it as well on my face, but you can still see it on my face, and you can see that blush color creates that little bit of flattering effect to the skin, which is what I like about it. But then I combined these with the Transitions Gen S Emerald, which I go around and around. I like the emerald, but I kind of wish I would have done the extra active brown in these, but such is life. Another pair of glasses, I can do that. So that's the emerald color.
We get spoiled with that brown.
We just like the brown.
We like the brown.
I like it so much, yeah. So
they also have the LeChap in gold, and this is it's just a perfectly balanced Navigator. The way it sits at the bridge, just that nice straight top bar. It is just very well balanced.
It's so good looking, guys. I mean, look at that black color. Like, just look. It's just a great Navigator. Great Navigator. We're talking about Aviators and Navigators. The Navigator shape, very rectangular, double bar, much like the Aviator, but not as much of a teardrop as the Aviator is. So what do we got next?
We have some beautiful rimless T. Henry. So
neither an Aviator nor a Navigator, but why not?
Why not? I mean, it's kind of Navigator-ish. It's rectangular. It doesn't have a deep sag down here. So we're going to call this a Navigator just for purposes today. So this we're going to throw into the Navigator category just because it's really cool. It's lightweight. We can change this blue tint color for you if you don't like it, but who doesn't love blue and gold? This is absolutely gorgeous. Beta titanium arms, you get this little lightweightness and this flexibility.
And did you say which
Super
one this is?
comfortable.
This is Avija.
Yeah, this is Avija
It's got the facet on the top of the lens.
Yes, it does have a facet on the top of the lens. The light will catch that. It also has this beautiful detail work all the way down to the temple tip. It is absolutely stunning. Now this is more of an Aviator.
Or is it?
I mean,
or is it? It's pretty angular. Like
so maybe that's what happens when an Aviator and a Navigator get together and have a baby.
I think this could be a blend of an Aviator and a Navigator, because it does kind of teardrop a little here, but it's got these straight lines.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got a lot of angular cuts to it.
It does have these straight cuts to it that is more Navigator-ish. This is the Spectre by T. Henry, Spektre, Spectre. And these pieces, guys, this is part of a capsule collection, the Spectre, the Avicii, and the Trofeo, and a rimless capsule collection that T. Henry recently made that is super nice. Very lightweight, flexible, beta titanium temple arms, beta titanium nose pad arms. So when you put these on, guys, they're just balanced perfectly on the face. So comfortable to wear. And I love the colorway. Dark brown lens, black titanium with gold. Yeah, gold screw, like gold screws with gold end caps here that are shaped rectangularly with design detail work. Gold end cap piece here on the tip of the temple. So these T. Henry pieces are beautiful. I do have a full YouTube video coming out very, very soon on this capsule, so stay tuned for that.
So we're gonna stay with T. Henry for just a minute. So as far as like classic Aviators, like we just discussed, sometimes they're not quite as rounded or as teardropped, but I think, so this is Valor and Deep Dark Navy, and It kind of has that aviator feel to it without it being super classic aviator. But when you compare it to the Torino, which is super Navigator shaped, this is part of the mini capsule that he did with Mararo out of Italy, the bespoke suit designer. This piece gives you more of that Navigator shape, and it gives it in a very, very chunky profile. But look at these temples. This 18 karat gold plating on all of the temple core wire detailing is absolutely stunning. You have the silver pins. It is absolutely spectacular. What else do we have for you, Daniel?
All right, we got a great Masunaga Aviator here. Is this the train?
Yes.
Train. Yep, this is the train. Now, Masunaga, a lot of you that subscribe to our YouTube channel, you know we cover this brand a lot. 100-plus-year-old brand out of Japan. They make all of their own eyewear in their factory, every component from A to Z. They're known for some of the highest quality Japanese titanium construction. Finishes are beautiful. So this is the train, and it's I'm gonna say it's gonna fit a medium to smaller size face. If you look right here, it is very rounded. It's not a super deep teardrop, and what that means, guys, is that it tends to be a more flattering aviator shape to wear, and I think it works well on both men and women's faces for that reason. It doesn't really have a sad, deep teardrop kind of feel to it. And again, similar to those T. Henry pieces we were looking at earlier, this temple, nice and flexible here, polished all the way to the tip so it goes on nice and smooth. And it's just fantastic design. If you need prescription, of course, we can do that. If you do not, Masunaga uses a lot of mineral glass lenses, so high quality optics in the glass lenses that come in these pieces. And we also have, in the same vein, look-wise, this is the Dylan by Swiss brand Guti. Guti.
I think it would be more Guti. It has an umlaut.
Spelled G-O with an umlaut, T-T-I, and pronounced Guti. And but most Americans say goatee, like goatee. And these are going to be some of the lightest weight.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think, Becky Jo?
most assuredly. Yeah. For a solid titanium, they have almost zero weight to them, so you barely tell that it's on your face. So if you're looking for that really good aviator or navigator that's super light, this is going to be your jam right here.
And this is another one. This is a 57i, but a 16 bridge. 57 sounds big. It's not that big. I'd say this is a good medium size frame. And again, it's just like that Masunaga train. It's a more rounded, not a super deep teardrop. So flattering on most faces, flattering on both men and women. And Guti makes fantastic eyewear. They're Swiss brand, but just like all premium eyewear, when they use and work with titanium, they're made in Japan because the Japanese artisans are still just the best in the world at manufacturing titanium eyewear.
And here is the Navigator by Guti. It is a beautiful gold-silver combination, super lightweight. It doesn't even feel like I have anything on my face at all. It just is absolutely gorgeous. We can put your prescriptions in these. We can pair them with some tints, some transitions. We can really rock this and elevate this already elevated frame even more.
Did you already share the silver?
I did not share the silver.
Okay, yeah, so I missed this. So this one I was just sharing. This is the Dylan in matte black titanium. Also Dylan comes in silver. So two great colors in this really easy, really wearable aviator from Guti.
We're going to talk about Leisure Society for just a minute here. So we've got some beautiful little aviators. This is block titanium. I'm going to get in there really close so you can kind of see the detail work down the temple cores. It is a rimless design, but this right here is just super functional. And again, even though it's a block titanium, which tends to be a little bit heavier, it is still super lightweight to wear. They can be done without prescription, just as you see it, or we can do your prescription in this as a rimless drill mount. This is also the 18 karat gold version. Super comfortable.
All right, the last Navigator, and then we'll move on to some Tom Davies pieces, and then eventually to our spring outdoor wear. This is T. Henry, and this is the GTB, guys. And the GTB is just, can I call it sexy eyewear? I mean,
oh yes, you can call it sexy eyewear.
I mean,
most
the
assuredly.
GTB. I mean, look at this, guys. Look at the black titanium with the gold, and all of this is 18 karat gold plated. But it's the combination of those features with that lens. This is a gray, sort of. What is this color? It's like an orangey amber color that it fades to, and it just looks so good. Like, it just looks so good. This is my new favorite frame color, lens tint color combo in all of eyewear right now, in sunglasses.
Yes.
In all of sunglasses right now. This color is amazing. So we have GTB by T. Henry in 3 colors, all 3 colors that are available. This is the Loire Blue, which is French for blue gold. So you have a lot of gold here. I didn't talk about the design detail work here. This is a 4mm, I believe, thick Eyewear rim. Little bit of a side shield detail right there. Titanium nose pads, of course, pressed with the T. Henry logo on the titanium nose pad. You have an acetate temple tip, so we can get a nice comfortable adjustment over the back, the curve over the back of your ear. You've got micro dot non-slip grip on the inside of that acetate temple tip. So Loire Blue, I think this has a flash gold.
Yeah, it has a flash gold mirror on it.
Flash gold mirror on it, yeah. So Loire Blue color, the first one was black, and then this is the final 3rd color. This is the silver.
And I have the Lusso, which is the one that was released before this, a little bit more rounded shape. I think, Daniel, this may be my new sunglass for this summer.
Oh, it's so good.
I may have to trade back and forth between this and the Lusso, but this is fantastic.
Yeah, you guys check out the GTB by T. Henry. Like everything T. Henry does, limited edition. You've got 199 pieces made in this colorway. This silver is number 23. These are simply stunning pieces. All right, let's move on to Tom Davies.
Okay, so coming up on March 7th from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m., we are having our rep here in-house with us. So she's going to be bringing the full Tom Davies collection. She's also going to be bringing MD 1888.
New styles only.
The new styles only in MD 1888 because it's a lot for her to travel with, which we totally get. But if there's a piece that you've been looking at online that you're like, man, I really like that Tom Davies, you know, give us a message, shout out to us, because we are going to be doing some special deals that day for Tom Davies. But let me show you a couple pieces that we've brought in recently that I really appreciate. So this is going to be 758. This is a phenomenal cat eye shape. For most women are going to be able to wear this pretty well. This is super comfortable. You've got 2 different tones of berry purple in there, and it has the sports grip fit to the temple. So it is super comfortable. We can get a really good fit on this. It's just an absolute gorgeous piece.
Yeah, I want to share my own personal Tom Davies frame, the model 731 in color 2165, guys. This color, I should be wearing this today. It's got red and it's got a blue titanium inlay. And yep, this is, all right, I just did it. This is what I'm wearing today because it just works with the shirt, right?
Works with the shirt.
Works with the shirt. Yeah. But let me show you what my favorite thing I did. I did a Transitions Gen S Ruby. So we go from clear to ruby, and this is one of my favorite Transitions color combos, guys. Like the red frame, the dark blue titanium inlay with the ruby lens Transitions color. This is definitely one of my all-time favorite Transitions style colors, frame, tint, color combo. And the ruby, I've talked about this before, and I'm gonna segue here in just a moment into sports eyewear with it, because it's a great color for outdoor road running, cycling, walking, just sharp views of the road. So what do you have here?
So this is my personal Tom Davies. I love this one. It's very classic. This is 518. It's a great little cat eye. It has a double bar right here, but you'll notice that this lens is not clear. So I paired it with bluestone to copper.
Blue steel to copper?
Yeah, blue steel to copper.
Yeah.
But I also paired it with a beautiful extra active brown. So it can also double as a fantastic sun lens for me if I'm out and about running errands and I don't have my Lusso with me, which doesn't happen very often, but I have backup if it does.
Yeah, so that's Tom Davies. So many good options, so many fun colors, whether you like more of a bread and butter look or whether you like something that's a little more funky or whether you need something customized. The Tom Davies famous bespoke service. We will be custom designing, fitting, making Tom Davies eyewear for our good clients on Friday, March 7th from 10 to 6. If you're in the Tulsa area, we hope you'll jump in and check out the new Tom Davies pieces. All right, so we're coming up on spring. Let's move over to outdoor eyewear because, you know, you might just get outside a little more. You might ride your bike. You might go for walks, hikes, or runs, or whatever you do outdoors. And
or golf.
You might, oh, a lot of you love to golf.
A lot of you love the golfing scene, which we appreciate.
Yeah.
So one lens color, so Rudy Project has put in an enormous amount of money into what lens helps you accomplish whatever goal you want, whether it's hiking, golfing, or whatever athletic sports event that you partake in, skeet shooting, whatever. They have found that the purple lens, this is a photochromic, is one that will help you track objects through the air. So think about skeet shooting, baseball, softball, golf, even football if you wanted. This is going to help you track that object long distance. So it will start out really light purple like this and turn into this. So it's a great option. You get this really comfortable, flexible tip, adjustable nose pads so that you can get the exact fit that you need. So this is the smaller size. This is the Ride-On Curva, and then this is the standard Ride-On. So it gives a little bit bigger fit, a little bit more coverage if your face just happens to be a little bit whiter.
And the slim curva, smaller faces, it just works really well. And that laser purple, we have a lot of clients who are golfers who really love wearing it.
Who really love the purple.
Yeah, and we have a lot of clients who are runners who really love this next one I'm about to show you. This is the Magnus, and the Magnus comes in a few different colors, but this is the running color because this is the Impact X Laser Red. So this one, you can take it out early in the morning before sun up. As the sun comes up, it will darken to a laser red photochromic. And I mentioned the Transitions Gen S Ruby earlier. It's so similar to this color. And Rudy did a lot of research and found, and at Rudy Project, you know, they found that their cyclists and their runners, when they're looking through this reddish color, it's such a high contrast color. It really produces the sharpest views of the road. So you see every contour and every pebble much more clearly. And you need every advantage you can get. I mean, if you're a high performance athlete, you definitely need every advantage you can get. I mean, and if you're not and you're just a casual athlete, it's still such a pleasure to wear eyewear that gives you a very comfortable, soothing view of the road. And if you're runners, you can wear either that red color or you can wear the Impact X Laser Brown. And Laser Brown is actually good for like trails, not just roads, but it's a little bit better in the woods. So it's even a higher contrast color. This is it, the Laser Brown, and I just darkened the left side here to show you. So it's got a flash gold mirror, brown color, photochromic, and it's just really good whether you're on roads or in the woods. I used to do a lot of trail running, and I wore this one a lot. All right, I think that's probably going to conclude the sports eyewear. I will just say one last thing. You don't have to do a super sporty frame like a Rudy Project frame, right? Like you could take something more avant-garde, something like Italian Haptor, and you could take these Aviators, which have these nice rubber grippy temple tips that can fit a lot like sports eyewear. You could take something like this and you could have this made as your active outdoor if you want something that's a little more like high-tech, avant-garde style-wise, and you could put the Transitions Brown, you could put the Transitions Ruby, you could put any number of Transitions colors. I think this Ruby Red, see if we can see the color here, I think this Ruby Red, Transitions, can I get it lined up right? There we go, you can see the red a little bit better. You could put that in this Haptor Aviator frame right here, and I mean, you would have like a really boss, stylistic Aviator, but which is also good for like active outdoor stuff. So this is the Haptor, and I know we have a lot of you that are Haptor fans that have been asking. Some of our Haptor pieces are sold out. Haptor, we have some more on the way soon, but they're surgical steel and they have industrial grade rubber that is infused to the outer surface, and it creates this textured surface that's just so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. we're about out of time, but we're going to reveal the results of Becky Jo's new pick, and it turns out to be Haptor. So many of you voted on Instagram. Becky Jo put out. Many of you voted on Instagram, and Becky Jo had several selections and asked you to vote.
Yep, and you guys rallied behind me. This was actually my favorite piece. So I am actually going to be the new owner of this absolutely gorgeous piece. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I may leave it completely clear. I may throw in a little bit of a tint, but this is going to be my absolutely next new pair. So I am so super excited for that. So thank you all for voting.
Thanks for voting on Instagram.
Yes.
If you watch us on YouTube and you don't follow us on Instagram, you might want to check us out on Instagram. We release a little bit different kinds of content over there, like voting on our next pair.
Yep.
You might see a little bit more behind the scenes of what's going on in the store. So we just have fun over there.
Yeah. Well, we have fun here too, but you know, we try to
have different kinds of fun over there than we do on YouTube. So. But thanks everybody for joining us. Good weather, warming up out there. I hope where you are, it certainly is where we are.
Yes, and, I am so thankful that it is not -7 degrees and snow, so bring on the sun.
Yeah, so thanks everybody for joining us for this live stream. Watch out for our content that's coming out during the rest of the week. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you next time.